We good to go?
Yeah, I think we're waiting for a couple more, but yeah,
I
we may
can
as well
pop on
start.
as we go through. Okay, so you started recording. Good, 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 good. Well, bore da pawb, and good morning all, and a very warm welcome to the Mike Parry Art Award. This is the second year we have held this event, and it's really quite different today. Last year we held it at the Abervale Institute, for those of you who were there, and we had so many people attending. We actually ran out of the buffets. So when I wrote that down, I thought, oh, remember those buffets? There's something from the past. And shock horror that we actually ran out of food. But this year has been very different. And I just, sorry for a moment then, some of you don't know me. My name's Caroline Phipps, and I'm the Chief Exec of Barod. So yeah, so this year has been different in all of our lives, really. We've had to adapt and cope with so many restrictions and limits to what we can do. And we weren't sure that we could actually put this together. So I'm absolutely delighted and a little bit surprised that we've managed to run the Mike Parry Art Award competition at all. So it's just great to be here and great to have you all on this call. So I just want to remind you why we have this award. Well, it starts with Mike Parry. Mike first came to us as a person with lived experience of problematic alcohol use. He was part of the first peer mentoring service back in the early 2000s, 2009, 2010. And we've got Joan here, who was the manager of that service. We did a wonderful job. But yeah, that's when we first met Mike. And then he asked if he could run an art group. And we managed to cut a few corners. I won't go into the detail, but we managed to cut a few corners and made it happen. And we got him to be a volunteer, and he started running his courses. And all he wanted was some support in getting some materials. It turned out that not only was Mike a very gifted artist, but he was also a gifted art teacher. He could find the Picasso, Da Vinci, Pollock or Monet in the people who went to his art groups. It was really wonderful. And there's a few people, and there's Rob, who thought you could never, ever paint or draw anything, created some wonderful pieces. It was magical, really. It was magical at the time. Mike then went on to become a peer mentor and have a career with Barod, and was working in GDAS when sadly he passed away in early 2019. As you can imagine, Mike's colleagues and his service users and anybody who knew him were naturally incredibly sad and devastated at his loss. It really was a shock, and we were all, incredibly sad about it. I remember it like it was yesterday, really. But we wanted all to do something in his memory. So we launched the Mike Parry Art Award. We had absolutely no idea how to do an award like this, or how many people would enter, or, if it would work. But we were honestly overwhelmed by the interest. And I suppose what it reinforced, and we knew, is that art can help people express really difficult and painful emotions and feelings in a safe way. And it can give great joy to the artist and also great joy to the people looking on. So this year, we had the COVID-19 pandemic. It's challenged everyone in so many ways. There isn't one person that I talk to, in or out of work, that hasn't been affected in some way, anxious, scared, at some time over the last year, including myself. And even more so for people who use our services, not being able to see their caseworkers or do the things that help them support their recovery. It must have been so, and continues to be so hard. So this is why we had the theme of this year's Art Award as Life in Lockdown, Art in Isolation. And so notwithstanding the fact that we haven't been able to run art or craft groups, and people have been at home, we're amazed by the entries. Last year there was a group of us. We've got a working group, we call it the Mike Parry Art Group. And last year we did a sort of system where we judged it in various different factors, and then we chose the sort of winners. So this year I set aside some time in my middle room to look through all of the entries, and I found it so moving and uplifting, and I wanted everybody to see it. So this, I guess, a sense of hope in the darkness and the joy in the art, really struck me, and I decided, we decided that we would offer everybody the opportunity to vote for these entries, and I think that makes it much more democratic, and Mike would have been incredibly impressed. So this is how we're going to do it. I bet you all want to see all the pieces of art. So we're doing a virtual exhibition. So first of all, we're going to show a video that Rob Barker has put together, showcasing all the entries, which will take about 5 minutes. And then we're going to be super tech savvy and open up some virtual rooms where we can look at the pieces in more detail. And that will be around about 15 minutes or so, if all that works. And then we'll come back to this main room here and I'll announce the winners. So I'm going to hand you over to Rob, who's going to explain it in a bit more detail. Please bear with us because it's the first time we've done this, but I hope we get to see all the art and enjoy, and I'll see you here in about 20 minutes or so. And I can still see that Taryn is having some problems, so if we can help out in the meantime, we can do that. So over to Rob. Thank you.
Go on, Rob.
Good morning, everyone. Obviously, I'm not Natalie. I'm just on Natalie's account. So just going to show you a short video. So hopefully it will work. So I will share it all with you. So yeah, ensure that obviously you've got all your sound up and everything like that. And then I'll explain once the video is finished in terms of hopefully how the breakout rooms will go. So hopefully you will enjoy the short video that we have put together. Sorry, bear with me.
Rob, should it have sound?
Okay. Shit, yeah, sorry. Right. Let me start again. I've got so many tabs open, I wasn't sure where that was. Okay, go again.
Primarily, I wanted to promote the service that I'd accessed, which was smart recovery for friends and family. So really just in a sort of way, get out there that there is help available for friends and family. And also to carry on the legacy for Mike Parry, really, because I read a lot where he, improved people's lives, their confidence and their health and well-being, and yeah, I thought it was just a real good cause. and it gave me a purpose to do it, and it's really therapeutic. So each day, I added a bit more, and it really meant a lot in terms of having that focus to complete it. And as it was advancing, really, it really brought to life feelings and how life was and is and now for me. So yeah.
Because he's never got any money, so he couldn't have bought her a present, but a portrait means a million times more than going out and buying some perfume or something. And the hours and hours he puts into it, it meant a lot more to her. And I think he was proud that he managed to do it.
Feel that it represents life before lockdown, which is the horses on the merry-go-round, going around the merry-go-round, and that was where my life was really quite chaotic and chaos and busy, and then in lockdown it shows then horses coming off the merry-go-round, and that's really when I got into recovery, engaged with GDAS services, and the friends and family smart recovery, and that just led to me feeling quite free, and a better life, really, now having like goals and purposes and looking towards the future.
There we go. So I hope that was okay. So we'll obviously put this whole kind of recording on YouTube, but we'll also put that video separately as well. I realized there's a section on my screen that blanks out, so that's why there was a little box in the bottom right hand corner that was blacked out for everybody. So yeah, apologies about that. So what we're going to try now is a brand new feature, I believe anyway, on Zoom. So that's why I kind of emailed asking everybody if they can to get the most up-to-date version of Zoom. So we're going to try breakout rooms where people can come and go from different rooms. So there's going to be 6 different rooms, and there's going to be some of my colleagues very kindly helped me out, where they're going to kind of share their screen, showing a couple of the pieces. So you should be able to come and go the different rooms without being kind of automatically allocated to them. We'll open the rooms up for about 10 minutes, so you can kind of just go into those rooms and kind of just have a look at those pieces maybe in a little bit more detail, and kind of just take your time to have a look at some of them as well. So be about 2 pieces per room as well. If it doesn't work for you, I can only apologize. It's something we've never tried before. We've done a very quick trial run a couple of weeks ago, and it did work for some, it didn't work for others, but I think that was due to different versions of Zoom. So if it doesn't work for you, what I will do is I'll upload a document in the chat, which basically will provide you with all the pieces there as well. So you can look at the pieces via that document instead. So I'll just set the rooms out, and please just give our guys just a minute to try and share their screen so everything's up on the screen for you. But as I said, they'll be open for about 10 minutes and then they'll automatically close, and you should be able to come back into the main room here. If you want to come back a bit earlier than when the rooms end, just click on, I think it's leave room. Don't click on leave meeting, otherwise you'll leave the whole thing altogether from there as well. Okay, so I'll just try and sort it out. So yeah, please bear with me.
Rob, do we just click breakout rooms and then a list comes up to join room 1 to 6?
Yeah. Sorry.
Okay.
So yeah, I didn't explain that. So yeah, breakout rooms down the bottom if you've got it, and then you can just click via the different rooms. I'll just put in the document if you can't do that.
Well spotted, Sean.
How are you, Annie? You okay?
Yeah, good, thanks. How are you?
Yeah, all right, thanks.
Yeah, this is working really well.
Yeah, I was just going to go through the rooms to ensure everyone was okay. So
Yeah, I've had quite a few people in and out.
happy days.
Yeah, it's brilliant. Really amazing. The video was
Oh, hey,
amazing.
Mom.
Cool. You okay, Tammy? All right, I'll go and see the other room.
Yeah, it's a bit like emotional,
Yeah,
but yeah, it's great.
cool. Hi, Fiona, you okay?
Yeah, no, I'm struggling. I can't, I've got this up on my screen, but I can't share it. So when I click on share screen, it'll open anything except this picture.
Oh, is there?
I'll keep trying. Bear with me.
If worse comes to worse, I can stay here. I just need to go and check the other rooms to see if they're okay.
Okay.
But yeah, I can come back and share it as well. That's okay. Joys of technology.
Oh, it's me probably. I thought it would just come up and it hasn't.
I'll go and check if everyone else is okay, and then I'll come back.
Yeah, indeed.
Yeah, it wasn't
We
meant
have
to be
to
shared.
meet up again. She won't be accusing me of being
Yeah.
like those. Well.
The portrait of the girl's face.
Yes.
All sorted.
Would help if I was unmuted. I think Fiona was struggling in room 2. You're,
Yeah, she got it sorted in the end.
oh, I'm going to go back into room 2 now then.
Yeah.
Hiya, Rob. That worked really, really well.
Yeah, go okay, yeah.
Yeah, eventually you got used to handling it. Yeah.
I just didn't
Yeah,
explain how to do it. So
yeah.
never mind. Seems like everyone got that. So,
Mm.
yeah, that was the one thing I was a bit like, oh, I don't know if this is going to work, but
Yeah, once I got used to leaving the room and then going into the other one. Yeah, but yeah, it was really, really well done.
On balance, Rob, that worked really well.
cool, happy days.
Well done.
Very impressed, very impressed. Yeah.
Oh, all these new things that we need to learn about.
No.
But there is, for everyone as well, just in the chat, you should be able to download a document that has all the pieces and their narratives as well. So, so obviously you can look at that at a later date as well from there. But yeah, apologies, I didn't actually explain how to do the breakout rooms. I just assumed it seemed like everybody got the hang of it in the end.
We worked it out. Okay, so, well, as you can see, there were wonderful entries across the board. And, you know, as I said in my introduction, I just loved looking at them all, and it was really hard to choose amongst all of it. But, you know, the reality of it is that it is a competition. Now, everybody who's been part of it, you know, all brilliant, but we had to make decisions really on top 3, and so that we could award prizes. So, without further ado, and again, we're trying this out virtually as well, I'm going to be announcing in reverse order. Is that right, Rob? The 3rd prize in the adult category. So we've done adult and young persons category. The 3rd prize in the adult category goes to Tammy Williams. Well done, Tammy.
Woo, well done, Tam.
Brilliant, well done, Tammy.
Well done. I mean, this was such a picture of sort of joy and freedom.
Amazing.
And, you know, it was, you know, it really struck. And as I've shown you, it is on the front of our borrowed calendar.
Yeah.
So, well done, Tammy. Your prize is £50 worth of art supplies. So thank you, Tammy. Did you want to say anything? You don't have to.
Oh, I don't know if I can. Thank you. Yeah, it's an honour and privilege really to do it, as I've already mentioned in the video that yeah, I wanted to do it for Mike Parry, for his legacy, and for Smart Recovery family and friends. You know, they promote, you know, you can achieve a positive, balanced life. And yeah, they're not kidding. So yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you. Well done. Well done. Well done.
Thank you.
So then in 2nd place, and we've got a drum roll. So 2nd place is Erica Street. I don't know whether Erica's on the call.
Yeah.
Oh, Erica.
Hi.
Well done.
Well done,
Thank you so much.
Well done, Erica.
Erica, I love it. Is it in Cathays or is it?
Actually, I pieced it all together. Because at the time we weren't allowed. You could go out for exercise, but you weren't allowed to hang around. Because originally I wanted to go out and sketch everywhere, and I wanted originally like different sketches. And then when I was thinking about the color, I was going to do like one in mainly reds and yellows and greens, but I wasn't allowed to, so I took photographs of my local area. So actually, it's not one area.
Right.
I've made an imaginary street. So yeah, so on the right side is sort of I think Splot, and then the other side is Rose, and I've just pieced it together. Yeah.
I tell you what, when I looked at this, and you can keep on looking at it all the time, and you can just see a little bit more detail and a little bit more, and you know, it's so evocative of the houses, of, you know, the little flats above the shops, and the detail, Erica, was really
fantastic.
Wonderful.
Thank you.
Amazing.
Thank you. I just want to say thank you very much for putting me in your calendar. I've never had anything printed. That was really, really nice. And also thank you for, I know I'm not a member of Barrow, but so that's really, really, thank you so much for that.
Oh, I know. Yeah, I'm trying to get the page now that it is on my calendar. There it is. So you are August, you're summer. You know, really evocative, and thank you ever so much for, you know, it certainly represents, you know, the stay-at-home, save lives, you know, amazing. Thank you very much, Erica. And your prize is £75 worth of art vouchers.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much.
It's a pleasure.
Oh, thanks, guys.
Okay, and then in the adults category, we go on to the first prize, and the first prize goes to Annalise.
Thank you.
Annalise, you sort of blew us away with this. Well, certainly everybody's from Swansea. I was like, oh my God, I used to live around there. I think that it really, you know, the darkness. I know we were just in a room and talking about how you managed to, you did this on an iPad, didn't you? And you managed to, you know, get the atmosphere, yet the darkness, yet with the light. It is so evocative. It's, you know, it's wonderful. So, you know, very, very well done, Annalise.
Thank you. Sorry, I'm like horrible at taking compliments and things like that.
Oh, you're a winner.
Thank you.
Great.
I thought it was amazing. I couldn't stop looking at this one.
I know.
It was so symbolic as well. It was really so symbolic of the times we're living in, and the topic of, you know, I just thought it was amazing. Well done.
And how many of those rainbows that we've seen in people's windows, and and the figure looking at it.
Like, that was the actual rainbow I did in my window. I cut out about 180 hearts and stuck them to the window.
Oh, wow. Oh, Annalise.
Oh, it looks like, is it not lights then? Isn't it lights? It looks like lights, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does look like lights actually, but it's just wonderful.
Fantastic.
Really, truly wonderful. Annalise, deserved winner. All the top three, and all of them are amazing. But you know, your prize, you've got £100 worth of art vouchers.
Thank you so much.
So no, thank you. That's great. Thank you. And then to young persons. So we had a young persons category. You know, we felt we did that, you know, to give people an opportunity to have different types of people entering. So, so then for our young persons, can we have a drum roll? Drum roll. Oh, so our young persons, it's Lenny. Well done, Lenny. It's just one prize. First prize to Lenny. Again, I was just speaking to Lenny, you know, in one of the rooms, and you know, it's a very powerful message. I think it's a message that, you know, we can all recognize. I don't know whether Lenny's there. Well done, Lenny.
I'm here.
There are you?
Somewhere.
You're there somewhere. Just trying to find
somewhere. I'm not quite sure.
Oh, there you are. I can see you there, Lenny. Well done, very well done, and thank you very much for entering. That was great.
Thank you.
And your prize, you've got £100 worth of art supplies and a voucher for £100. So Rob will be sorting all that out. So just a wonderful round of applause, please, for all the entries and particularly all the winners.
Fantastic.
Well done.
Well done.
Well done.
And that's really, you know, we've come to the end of our virtual exhibition, and I've really enjoyed it in many ways. I've been able to talk individually to the artists, which is lovely, and get a little bit of understanding. You know, this competition, I hope, has been really good for you, but be under no illusion, it's really good for us too. It gives a great deal of pleasure when we're looking at this and seeing this art, you know, and you know, throughout this year, we've all had to deal with difficulties. So it's given us a great deal of pleasure. It really is a powerful legacy from Mike Parry, and he would be absolutely blown away by the fact that this is happening.
He really would. And
by the fact that, you know, we continue to do this, and art brings so much joy and happiness and solace in difficult times. So we are looking forward to next year, and I'd encourage everybody who's entered this year to please enter again next year. We'll be, you know, coming up with a theme, and any guidance on what you think would be a good theme would be good. So, you know, watch this space, and thank you all again. Rob, any final comments? Well, what I would like to say actually is thank you, Rob, because without Rob Barker and all the guys on the working group, we wouldn't be able to do it. So thank you.
Very impressed by the techie skills. Very impressed.
Yeah, no, and I think that went really well. Honestly, I do think that went really well.
Yeah,
really well.
Amazing.
Well done.
Well done.
Okay. So yeah, thank you very much, Rob. It wouldn't have happened without you at all, and all the other people behind the scenes. So very well done, and we'll sort out how we get those vouchers to you. We had a bit of a chat about it before the event today, but we'll be in contact with you and letting you know all about that.
Thank you.
Well done.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Well done, everyone.
Yeah,
lovely
well
to see
Well
you.
done. Been lovely. Sean, I'll send you a message very soon.
Okay.
Joan, I'll see you